Hello and whoop. Hello, enthusiasts. Welcome to your flower moon reading for the full moon in Sagittarius. If you're unfamiliar, this is a dimensional tarot spread. If you're unfamiliar with this form of tarot, please check out the description box below. It contains all the information you could need to kind of like learn more about the system and how it works. These cards right here, the purple ones, are derived from the general ENNEAGRAM message, a collective reading. So if you haven't seen that, you might want to check that out. Also, your chakra and your spirit totem is derived for that, but your moon energy is unique in this reading. They don't explore it until we dive into each type. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and take a look at your spirit totem. We have the butterfly, rebirth. You can reinvent yourself, open to the rewards of change. You have brilliance to share with the world. Love every part of your journey. Your chakra. Sorry, your chakra during this time is the crown chakra of faith, hope, support, miracles, and spirituality. I really love how the purple on the card and the purple on this faith, rebirth and your faith here, just really like how they go together. And our moon message is realization here. Maybe this is the, wow, this is kind of cool. This is the light that is shining through here as you come to realize something. Maybe rejuvenation is something that you require right now. Your energies could have become scattered. Right now you have the Eight of Swords, so you're feeling a little victimized. We have waiting here at the Three of Wands, completion, so the world, but Four of Cups, discontentment. It could feel a little bit like unfinished business, unfinished projects. There's something here that you're waiting to complete, or that you have found yourself at a plateau where you have reached completion and now you find discontentment. And perhaps that's not what you were expecting. All right, I'm going to go ahead and take a look at your dimensional tarot message. In your peacemaker slot, we have the Eight of Pentacles. You're working hard on something. We have the Nine of Pentacles, abundance, prosperity. Your reformer has the Nine of Cups. I mean, that's your help. Your reformer holds the Nine of Pentacles, so grounded abundance. And then you have the Nine of Baskets, the Nine of Cups here at your helpers, so something that has brought you immense fulfillment. This could have been after a period of indecision. Five of Baskets, Five of Cups. This can kind of show some mourning here at your achiever, maybe something you were unable to do. You're individualist. You know the Ten of Pentacles, legacy, family, inheritances, things you've learned, things you've collected, something that you've built for yourself. We have the Investigator showing the Empress in the reverse. This is the mind. This is the victimization here. There's something that you're waiting for, that you're desiring. You seem to have a plateau. It could be that you're wanting this abundance and unable to go after it. Maybe you're working on it. Your loyalist is the Daughter of Sticks, which is the Page of Wands, but it's the Page of Wands in the reverse here. It could almost be like you're buckling down. You have the Ace of Cups. And then the Son of Knives, the Knight of Swords. Driving forward to your abundance. After something here that seems to have tested your loyalties here. Maybe dimmed your power a bit as you're stuck in a mourning cycle. But yet it's like it sharpened your vision here. Maybe there was a realization here. Something that forced a renewal with the rebirth here and the message of faith. We do have you as the Ace of Cups. So maybe you now know the cup that you must pick here for your completion that you have been waiting on. Something here that has made your hands feel tied. You've been working on it. Maybe you're not seeing the fruition and the abundance that you hoped, but maybe you're keeping your eye on that long-term goal, which can feel a little weird for you as because you could just be, normally your energies could be scattered, but there could have been something here that disrupted or forced you to change, forced you to settle down, buckle down, do some work. It's like you had your breath taken away for something. But I do think you can see an abundance here. You're just having to drive forward towards it, with it's like you're hesitant a little bit here. You don't know how it's going to play out. Instinctually, this feels really good for you. Emotionally, you feel very solid, but there's a core here where you are mourning something. There's something that does make your hands feel tight. There is a little bit of discontentment. There's a little bit of pain here. But I don't think it's so overwhelming that it's preventing you from moving forward. But there is something here for some of you where maybe you're not able to get that spark going right now. There's some pain that maybe you're dealing with. So there's something that you feel you could have lost. Your energies could have been so scattered, going and doing so many different things that maybe you weren't able to do something that you greatly desired, and this has forced you to refocus on what is important to you. Oftentimes, sometimes the enthusiast can go after experiences looking to fill the void, because they don't like that idea of being alone with themselves. But there could have been something here and this chase of experience can start to cycle down towards an addictive pathway. Sometimes quite surprisingly, you find yourself in situations that you didn't think you would be in, but yet here you are. And maybe this is something you're wrestling with as you're trying to get yourself back on the right path, because you know who you want to be. There's just something here that you had a realization over. Something maybe you've been chasing the wrong cup, the wrong path for yourself. So you don't know completion yet, but there's something you're desiring but you can't have. And you're working for it though. I think you have your eyes set on it. Perhaps you face some setbacks in achieving it and gaining it, and it's testing your faith. Maybe you're having to change aspects of your character, having to be more tenacious and maybe organized in a way in which you weren't previously. There could have been a haphazardness to your nature. Maybe you didn't stick around, stick things through. This could have been a sticking point for you, but I think that you're bringing balance to this aspect of yourself, because I think you're hungering for a little bit more in life. I think you're wanting more. Maybe like you've gotten through on winging it, and now you need to be it. Don't let some imposter syndrome tell you that you can't handle it though, or that you're not a boss. It's just sometimes like the enthusiast is super smart. The enthusiast, that's the fun part, is they're actually super smart. They think in a different way. They're part of the thinking and fear triad, but they're just not like the traditional thinkers. So it could be that like you've had this spark of original idea, and the other thinking parts of your brain are like, no, absolutely not. But you're the enthusiast. You're like, but bro, we can totally do this. This is a great idea. The investigator, no, absolutely not. The loyalist, I absolutely in agreement here. We do not need to do this. But then your feelings get involved, and the achiever is like, we are doomed to fail. But emotionally, you're just like, nope, this is going to work out just fine. The reformer in you, the helper in you, the individualist in you, you're charging forward, but yet there's this hesitance here. But I do believe you are working through this. So you have the Four of Pentacles here. Maybe there could have needed to be a change the Six of Pentacles and the Five of Sticks, there could have been a need for you to change how you view your abundance, or like what you can generate here. The Four of Pentacles is kind of like, he is searching, divining for the other coins. My goodness, are we searching here? We're searching for the balance of this internal conflict that you're holding here. Something that your achiever is mourning. Oh, wow. So you have the Ten of Cups, this happiness, this Two of Pentacles, and the revert. I mean, the Two of Pentacles, and then the Dr. Grant, who's the Hermit. There was something, your expectations surrounding happiness changed, and it was due to this like internal moment you spent with yourself. It could have been there was something here that drug down your energy, and maybe it's not so much that the enthusiast is doing something that is shocking and causing fear for our poor little loyalist and our little investigator, but it could be like something has sapped your strength or challenged you in some regard, and your enthusiast is rising to the occasion. I'm going to take a look at the Page of Cups in the reverse. We have the Three of Wands, so the waiting energy, the painful transition. This could have been what you were avoiding here. And the Seven of Cups. You had to see through some sort of illusion. There was a transition necessary in what you were waiting for. Maybe perhaps that it wasn't going to come to fruition and you needed to move on. And if you, as the enthusiast, you will find an experience right for you. You definitely will move on. Just open up the gate, please. Thank you. You will go right out that door. Because there's other experiences for you to have, but not necessarily for you to fill this void, but for you to live life. So like the thing is, the enthusiast, I think you're learning the lessons on behalf of the investigator here. These 9 points, you are all 9 points. You are the reformer, you're the peacemaker, reformer, helper, you're all of these key points. It's just when you take this Enneagram test, you have this type that you identify with. Maybe you sync to. It could be instinctually, it's essence. Sometimes it's born into us. It's a mixture of nurture and nature. But you are the enthusiast. So when you look at the world, you see it through this very rejuvenating energy. You have a spontaneity to you, and a persistence and a tenacity too as well, especially when you do believe in what you're doing here. And I also believe that you're rising to this occasion, but you are finding limitations in yourself here at the Eight of Swords. Maybe for some of you, you don't know what it is that will bring you completion. You are learning lessons here on behalf of the Enneagram through your pursuits, through the way that you learn by just going for the experience. The investigator could never go for these experiences. They don't want to leave the house. They don't want to go. The challenger, they will shred a situation. So you need to be the one who experiences these things to bring the lesson to the Enneagram here, because there's a lot of emotional abundance here for you, but there is still some hesitancy. Perhaps when you look into your Ace of Cups, your Ace of Baskets, you need to see what is there. Is it fear? Why is it always the discontentment? Why is it always more? So you grow when you basically kind of like calm down, go to the investigator, and you're more sure of yourself. If you find yourself becoming more rigid, dictatorial, some aspects of your behavior could be taking on an unhealthy reformer here. But again, I do not believe that is what's going on, because you have the abundance here. So I kind of really do see this inner conflict for more that you've been desiring. It's like you're clearing your head, you're clearing your vision. You need to sit with yourself here to see through your illusions here, for the realization that you've been waiting for. And I think once you know it, you will be able to charge forward. It's just at this moment with our Empress in reverse, there's aspects of your power that kind of need some rejuvenation here. Could be time with friends, family, soul tribe, those who understand you, so you don't feel alone during this process, because there is something here that you're searching for, and there's an illusion you must see through for this prosperity. And it might just be time alone that you need. On the bottom of the deck, we have the Emperor. So there could be someone on your mind as the Empress. There could also be an imbalance of your divine masculine, divine feminine energy. You could perhaps feel stifled in some way, and this is what is preventing your movement, because you're not clear on things. We do have the underlying moon message. This is the same for all Enneagrams, all Zodiac. I'm sorry, no, this is just for the Enneagram messages. This is the moon. This is you seeing through the illusions. We continue this on with the unconscious moon message of discernment. There's discernment. There's realization here for you. There's rebirth. For you, I'm going to be in the extended. I'll clarify your 7 chakras with the Moonology Oracle, but as a preview of what's to come, we have an unconscious message here of your prosperity lying ahead, new moon in Taurus. So this could be for you of focusing on your prosperity, making concrete plans, seeing through illusions, chasing your abundance here, maybe now that you know what you want and how to manifest it. You have the crown chakra energy of intelligence here, the education, knowledge, perception, and flexibility. You have what you need to make these decisions, to move forward and bring your energies back into balance here, as you know where your faith, what that you're just maybe waiting for this realization here, this transformation here, letting your own self free, surrendering your hands, surrendering yourself, maybe from past experiences which have not been positive, maybe letting go of judgmental feelings towards the self. Should you know, you're like, I've tried to do all these things and yet nothing ever works. Will I ever be happy? And maybe you just think that this dissatisfaction is all you could ever hope for, but I promise you there is something here that can fulfill your soul. You just have to keep searching and listening to this inner voice that's guiding you, because as an unconscious spirit totem, we have dragon, supernatural. You are an ancient wise sage. You can shapeshift at will. Mastery is your destiny. Rise with dignity. The thing is, with you, the enthusiast, sometimes you can get confused for other types. You could get confused. I think it's for an artist, because you are so expressive and fun, but you do love information. You love to take on information, and it's your ability to have finesse with the information as well that people can mistake you for some feeling type. But there is a disconnection here. You're more of a thinking type, and you have a fear base. That's kind of like an issue for you. You do have fear. So there's something here you need to see. A hesitance, a fear, whatever you want to call it here, that is stifling you. Maybe it's just taking this internal journey. It's quieting down to settle down enough to look at yourself and even address the fact that you feel this discontentment, that you do feel out of balance. Especially if you've been overdoing it and you're just exhausting yourself and your mental resources too. And then you can find things not getting completed because your energies are so scattered, and then you feel worse for yourself. So then you dive into more experiences to escape that feeling of the emptiness, and it just feeds into itself into a very negative cycle here. But I'm going to go ahead and transition to your extended. Thank you for joining me. I hope this message was helpful for you. In the extended, I'll be taking the, expanding on each of the points you see here with another 3 cards. I'll also be using the Lenormand, the Gilded Revelry, I think it's called, and the Mini Tarot to take a look at your process Enneagram spread. Again, when I do the clarifications on all, this is the integrative spread. Then there's the full dimensional tarot spread. And then when I put points on here, that's the process Enneagram spread. The general Enneagram message, the collective message, is actually the full dimensional tarot and process Enneagram spread. So if you want to see an example of what's in the extended, you can watch that message if you haven't already. All right. Thank you for joining me. I hope this really was helpful for you, and I look forward to seeing you in the next message.